What's going on, gamers? Raf204 here with,
Very.
and we are back with another one. Well, this time we're not. We haven't been long. We just put up a video last week, so we're back right away,
Oh,
trying to
that's
be
that, that, that,
consistent again.
that's an average scale. A week, a month, about half a year.
All right, so this video we're gonna talk about pricing in general with everything. PC, consoles,
From
games.
clothing to food
We're just
to
talking
games.
about pricing. Yeah, you can even say that closing. Everything's
I don't
going
know,
up.
beer,
Everything is going
alcohol,
up. Yeah.
cigarettes.
Everything, man, is going up. So, I'm pretty sure you guys already had heard the news about the price of GTA. We're just gonna touch up on GTA real quick. The pricing from 80, the standard, to 100, the Ultimate Edition, where you get all these things. Cosmetics like car access to these different
Bikini.
places. You get hairstyle, all this stuff. Just a quick touch up. What do you think about, like, I mean, there's always been Ultimate Edition to everything. I think I paid $100 for Red Dead Redemption when it came out, and that was including a lot of stuff too. But this feels different. You get a boat and everything. Look, you get a boat, hairstyles and clothing from a different clothing company. But here's the thing with this is locked to the Ultimate Edition. Like, you can't get access to these things unless you pay for the Ultimate Edition, which is $100. I'm pretty sure nobody has a problem paying $100 for GTA. They're just like, the problem was the locked. Right here, look, this little comment right here,
I mean, was there
with,
any
see,
special?
only open for business with the Ultimate Edition. What does that mean to you, V?
I mean, was there any ultimate edition of any game that have unlocked stuff?
Yeah, I
Uh,
mean, no. What with Red Dead, you get a couple of things, like you get a horse, a hat, and stuff like that, and then they give you like money or whatever. But it's not exclusive to the Ultimate Edition. It was just like you get it. The regular people can grind and buy it at the store, right? Like the hat, like let's say my hat, for example. Yeah, but you can just go and buy it in the store as soon as you get enough money to buy it. Or the gun that they give me for free. You could also grind and get it in the store whenever you get enough money. But it was never locked to the Ultimate Edition, where this is like, that's a little bit weird to me, you know?
I mean, maybe not, because that's the thing. We speaking out of we don't know what's the game, how the game is. But the reason why they might have done that is because, well, tattoos are like generic. You can just, if anything, I assume, I hope, and I wish that the reason why they did it is because, in-game tattoo, the shit that you get in game regardless is plenty enough.
Yeah.
So there's so many tattoos that it doesn't fucking matter if you have some extras, and that's why they did like that, because they might as well then lock it behind the DLC, because it wouldn't fucking matter anyways, because there's so many in the game regardless. I hope that's the case. If not, then yeah, it's weird. But then again, well, it's a common thing, for a normal person to not have tattoos in the first place. And if you're interested in the tattoos in any ways,
Yeah, you got
you're
tattoos, you got cars,
you
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 got
you you
guns.
you had more things to figure out in your life than more things to worry, I guess. I know.
So
I should say.
definitely, look, you even get these guns. So definitely you are okay with this situation. I mean, this sounds a little weird. Do you
Yeah, sounds
think,
like pay to win, huh?
yeah, do you think they're going to continue doing this?
No, no, no. You know what I think is gonna happen. This is gonna be a new standard.
This is
people
what
ju-
I would.
people just gonna, especially in our favorite company Ubisoft, they're just gonna lock the content behind the fucking edition and just like say fuck you. Hey, pay up, pay extra. And that's gonna be a fucking the
Yeah,
standard,
that
because
sounds.
cause that's the thing, right? Again, we hope that there is so much content that it wouldn't matter, But guess what? In other games, that wouldn't be the case, and they're gonna still do it. It's like, oh, GTA, do it, and we're gonna do it too. But guess what? We just don't have a concept, but we're still gonna lock that shit behind the thing. But GTA did it because they're such a fucking ballers, you know. They have so much. Whatever.
Oh man, I don't know, bro. I think
It's weird.
it's definitely freaking weird. You know?
But then again, the only deluxe edition I bought in my entire life, I already told you, was Borderlands 3 on a release, fucking
Yeah.
deluxe golden edition. Never used any of it. Got that edition as a because it was exclusive on Epic Game Store. Never fucking opened that shit ever again. The game fucking itself. So that was a waste of money.
there's
And
also there's also well, I don't think you care about it because you're a PC player, but console players normally tend to either. I mean, there is a big difference between when GTA came, the last GTA that released, where physical copies were a thing, compared to now, where it's just a lot of digital and physical is pretty
yeah,
much
just
dying
gonna get
and
it.
pretty much dying. So supposedly the physical copy has a digital code inside the case. So basically
So you can get
they're just
receipt.
selling you the case and with a digital code in it, and you're still downloading the fucking game. What do you think about? I mean, I know you're a PC gamer, so but what do you think about that?
Well,
I think it's just a waste of print paper, plastic.
uh, that kind of touches to a bigger point because the reason why it is like that is because probably the game is so fucking big. Allegedly, it's like what 300 gigs or something.
Yeah,
Said
something like that.
yeah, and
And it costs billions to make.
yeah, and point is that well, right? Because are these like necessary, like 300 gigs, or is that some shit? You know,
No, it's
I
it's
mean,
it's it's necessary. They said it's necessary. But I
right,
mean, they haven't confirmed it 100%, but that's what people are saying.
right,
Everybody's saying the same thing.
because you know, since you're not a gamer, you know, you're just
Okay.
a refugee like that, a poser, you know, window shopper, really.
Mm.
I'll tell you something. There's like a smallest community, I guess, in gaming. I guess that are concerned about there's basically like those essays that they made about bullshit stuff, and at some point they made an essay about the game file sizes because I guess Call of Duty was like one of the first guys who like absolutely like went fucking berserk with that shit. You know, making games like fucking 150 gigs, 200, when every game was like what 60, 80.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And now it's kind of like it's getting there like that because well the reason why the games are so big is because well people companies can mitigate that by compressing their games or using some kind of a techniques that reduces the size of the games. Did they do that in this game? Is it really necessary? I hope so, because it's GTA. Probably, they did everything they could, right? But it's fucking 300 gigs of fucking what? Motion fucking capture strippers. I'm not sure
Mm-hmm.
about that. And but in that
The-
case, if it's 300 gigs, I don't know. Like putting fucking how many discs is that? Do you need like four?
yeah, yeah. The newest games, moving on from GTA and going into just pricing in general. The newest games, like this UFC is 69, First Light 69. It's not like
Oh,
still
GTA
standard, but
80.
because GTA and also Mario Kart, which was a Nintendo that did it first, are both priced 80 to start,
Mario
100.
Kart
Yeah,
80.
Mario Kart, the one that came with the Nintendo, and it still costs Mario Kart World, it still costs 80.
So
And
serious.
Nintendo has the thing to just never change their price. They always leave their
Yeah.
prices at
Or is it?
where they are.
This is supposed to be for kids, bro. What the kids are gonna get his fucking $80 like that?
Well, Nintendo's not only for kids. Nintendo is
Yes.
for my generation as well.
For kids, man,
Millennials.
babies, and man, children.
Yeah, and if that's what you think, but they are the top selling hardware company,
Yes,
um,
sir.
the goat right there. And
Absolute animal.
see, this is one of their newest games, and it's priced at 49. That's good because uh, it's a
Free
short
skin.
game. It's a short story. And you got Yoshi. This is another one. 59.99,
How was that nice?
59.99. Yeah.
Browser games for $60. Thank you, Nintendo.
69.99 for the Ultimate Edition. 69.99. You know, it's not like they only have like one, maybe two games that are 80. I'm trying to look for them, but they're not here. But
Yeah, I saw that article where well, allegedly some devs were hoping that GTA is gonna make a new standard of fucking $80. The
yeah,
game
and
should
it's
be
like now people are looking at that and thinking, maybe I can do that too. And then they'll start it
especially
off at 80.
Ubisoft is
See right here.
slowly
So you got the
rising.
Donkey Kong bundle, right? And it's at 90. But that's the bundle. It goes with an extra story or whatnot. And then you got
Yeah,
69.99.
fucking extra tattoo shop.
And there it is right there. The Mario Kart World, which is 79.99. The first game to I wasn't it is it Outer Worlds 2? That was supposed to be 80, and then they backed off on it.
Right.
Because nobody was gonna buy it.
That was just a PR campaign, bro.
Yeah, so they just changed it. So anyways, yeah, moving into that, do you think that games are gonna just pivot now that GTA is 80,
I
and
mean,
Mario Kart started it with the 80? Do you think people are gonna start pivoting to that? I even heard
yeah.
in an art I read an article about how they're gonna start like games that cost a lot of money are gonna be like 80 standard, and like they're gonna play it by ear. So it's like if it doesn't cost that much to make, it'll be like 60, 70. But if it's a lot of money like GTA, Mario Kart is a lot of money to make, that'll be like fucking 80
Yeah,
to
Mario
100.
Kart.
Yeah, they
So much fucking effort to put into that, bro. That's crazy.
not for you,
But
but
yeah,
it's one of the
but
top selling games of all time. Not this one, the other one, but it was the number one top selling game of all time.
yeah, that's gonna be shady companies like fucking EA, Ubisoft, bro. They're gonna jump on that train like they never jumped before.
Hmm.
But hey, does that mean that people are gonna buy that shit? I'm not sure. I'm not sure about it. And hopefully, we're gonna see those companies go bankrupt because of that. That's what I'm hoping, really. Especially Ubisoft.
I mean,
Wasn't there a fucking main guy that died or something?
yeah,
Rest in piss.
yeah. But like at least that was back then. Now it's like this is Rockstar. That's Nintendo. You know what I mean? Like these guys are big names, brands.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
not they're not EA, Ubisoft. These guys are big name brands, and
Like
they pretty
Rockstar.
much can. Rockstar can get away with it because of the reputation. Nintendo as well. Where Ubisoft you can ignore them. EA you can ignore them.
Mario
These guys,
World and GTA is practically the same game.
no, it's not the same game. It's that it's the
Practically
whole
the
point.
same game. Yeah.
The whole point of that is just that they're trying to normalize it, right? And these are the two one of the two biggest companies of video games. So if they want to do that, other ones will follow suit. That's my point.
Yeah, it's
Like
like
people are gonna try to put it up.
yeah,
They're like,
it's
oh,
kind
they
of
did it, but you're not like, to me it's like you're not GTA. You're not Mario Kart.
exactly.
You're just a
It's like
regular game.
it's like you see the fucking guy in the gym benching like 300 pounds. Oh, I can do that too easily, bro.
Exactly.
Fucking and you do that and that's it goes
And then you
all
break
the same.
your chest trying to bench
You
press that.
and
But
that's what's gonna happen exactly with all those companies who follow proudly after because they're making such a good games, right?
yeah.
What's the fucking mixtape? Yeah, that's that
Well,
voice for you.
yeah, well, it's a pain in the ass. But anyways, let us know, guys, in the comment down below what you guys think about this $80 standard GTA, charging 80. Um, even the new games that are coming out soon. There's going to be a lot more games coming out. Maybe they want to change their prices and put it to 80 to 100 with the Ultimate Edition. Blah 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 blah. Um, so yeah, let us know in the comments down below, and yeah, moving on to the next thing. The next thing is with still pricing, we have the famous the famous Steam machine. Um, damn, man, I really thought that this was gonna be a W for Valve, and they just fumbled the ball like there's
I'm
no
not sure
tomorrow. Like
that if they fumble, it's just
they
unlucky, I
fumbled
guess.
this
But
product. Like they like the idea. Like let's just get into it real quick. Pricing, right? Let's go into pricing real fast. So the pricing for this machine, starting price is 1,049, bro,
yeah,
for
that's 1 GK right there.
512 gigs, which is nothing. No controller, no controller, and then these are the chips, AMD Zen 4, RDN. Look at it through for yourself and see. Um, Steam OS, which I heard Steam OS does not play well with Battlefield or Call of Duty, correct?
Yeah, because they
Um,
try to fucking insert the fucking malware in your PC, and it kind of doesn't work like that. But whatever.
these prices are, I'm sorry, man. Like, so the standard doesn't come with a controller. It's just the box, and they're assuming you have a controller in your house, which is fine. I get that. They're just trying to make it cheaper and appealing to people by pricing it at this much, and also not adding the controller, which costs more.
Not
Um,
even 9.99. That's crazy.
yeah, like
That's
because they're assuming, yeah, you can use your Xbox controller at home, you could use your PlayStation at home. They people that have consoles have controllers laying around, so they're thinking, hey, you don't need a controller. Maybe you want this, or maybe you want the one with the controller, the one that should have been, which is $100 more, 100 and change, um, and then it's still 512 gig. I don't even know if you can add memory to this thing. I'm not even 100% sure on that. I gotta look that up because
I'm pretty sure you can.
the next one is 2 terabyte, right? 13
And and two fucking
with no controller.
tiles,
Yeah, you get two panels or whatever,
so you
right?
can
You get two
change your
panels. You
laptop.
can switch them out,
Customize.
and then you and then you have the ultimate edition, which is like the one that everybody wanted, right? Which is the 2 terabytes and the two panels and a controller. You get the whole shebang.
Two bathroom
Um,
tiles.
and that's 1,400. Wow,
Yeah.
wow, wow, wow.
Yeah.
I
Well,
heard, I heard that it was supposed to start at 700 a couple of last year.
yeah, yeah, and let me tell you why exactly. I just thought about it like that, but logically, just you know how much kind of how much RAM and memory cost. The SSD, whatever the memory.
Yeah.
Just take that inflated price, remove that shit, and this is gonna be the price of the Steam Deck that should have been if it weren't for fucking inflated
Did you do the
prices,
math?
and it would have been about as much as we fucking everyone expected to be, like around 750 or some shit.
The standard, the
Yeah,
512 gig,
yeah. That
no controller.
if it weren't for fucked up fucking prices for everything, it would have been
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
because I know that.
Because of that, it costs like that. It's just that's why I'm saying, got fucking Steam got unlucky. Announced that shit right before the fucking economy crashed, and here we are. Fucking
That's why
another.
they took so long to come out with it or with the price and tell us the price because they didn't know. They said that at one point, I read in another article, they said that they didn't know what was going to be the price, the final price,
It's
because
a
they probably
it's
had a price, and then like you said, things went up, everything crashed, and now it's like now they have to price it accordingly because of what happened. You know?
I'm wondering, if there was a even possibility of like shafting the whole fucking project, because they probably were already too deep in it to just shaft
No,
it
no,
out
they
of it.
couldn't. That's it. They already made.
Yeah,
They're already in there. The foot is
yeah.
all the way in the door, so now they just have to play it by ear. So you said, we talked about this earlier, you and I. You said that the first console was an epic failure, correct? The first Steam machine.
I mean, was it? It was like, yeah, it was
So
a failure.
so at that time, because I didn't know, and I wasn't into Steam and all that, but at that time, Was it the pricing, or was it just not like, which is not like convenient enough?
Yeah, I'm not really. I don't remember really because I didn't really care. But as far as I know, it's just everything was fine. You know, you just no one really cared for things. Consoles were in their in their peak. With the exclusives or whatever. PC was fine. PC were competing with consoles even though they have their exclusives. The people still was like, oh, I can just fucking get the PC like that, easily, because it's so fucking cheap, like that. And so it's like people didn't give a shit about
Mhm.
some some dedicated console looking like a PC. But right now, because in this economy, right, because the consoles are fucking struggling. It's like no exclusives on the consoles. Everything you can game basically all on PC right now, and the consoles are fucking looking like a dog shit anyways right now too. So people are migrating like that, and that's why they probably was like, oh, that's our time to fucking get the second round now, with our fucking hardware or whatever.
Yeah.
But then crash happened, and then fucking got fucked again like that. So in that sense, yeah, just fucking
I mean,
de-
would you,
I don't know.
question for you, would you recommend this to a console player? Because I'm it's not, I don't think that this device is catering to any PC player. I think maybe some might be like, hey, I want to play my games once in a blue moon on the big screen.
No, I
But
I
but
would.
it's like when it comes to PC player, I don't see them going to the big screen in the living room. I see
Yeah,
them sitting right in front of their monitors, with their headphones on. But
yeah. If you
this is
consider
catered. This is catered to the console player. They're trying to get console players to jump ship and
the
get into
refugees,
PC and get into PC gaming, and they're trying to play it in their turf, in their home. They want to, okay.
right?
You don't want to get up from your couch. You just want to sit there, turn on the console and play. This is what this does, right?
Yeah,
But it's also not as powerful as a PS5.
yeah. That's
That's
the thing.
another problem with it. Not only pricing, it's also not that powerful either. So it's like, do you would you recommend it, or would you just say get a PC?
No, because the only redeemable thing I was thinking about it is just that its size, its form factor, it's small. If you think about it, really, as much as you can build a better PC, maybe powerful, whatever, you cannot get the form factor like that. Not the thermals, not the form factor, and not the easy UI that they try to
Yeah,
push,
yeah, yeah.
where you can just
I
press a button and you fucking
think
game
I
or
think it's
whatever.
very impressive. Very impressive.
Yeah, in that sense, but that's really the only thing is going for it. And besides that, yeah, it's fucking,
Yeah, I mean,
it's from the looks of it, from the fucking Linus Sex Tips, whatever he did the testing, yeah, it looks like fucking dog shit, unfortunately.
yeah. Um,
Yeah, you'd rather fucking do anything really else, just get a PC from fucking Walmart and forget about it.
yeah, I
It's
just think
cool, I guess. But
I think so.
yeah,
So it also begs the question now. Like, I mean, if you're a gamer, I'm pretty sure gamers already have their device, their go-to where they play games at. But if you are looking to get into PC gaming, and you're a console player, I would have recommended this, but since it's so expensive, I mean, if you're willing to give up the money, I still think you shouldn't do it because of the fact that a PC, it's just way better. It's just, but I understand console players that don't want to lean towards a PC because it's too complicated or whatever. They just want to sit, like I said, they just want to sit on their couch, press the button, turn it on, and you're in. And this device does that. Now it's just the pricing is messed up, and then console players tend to not want to spend that much money, but their mind should have changed by now because they're seeing how much everything is going up with the PlayStation, the Xbox, and the Nintendo going up in price. Not as high as this thing, right? You're kind of like you're on the wall, you're on the fence. You're like, I don't think I'm gonna get it because
no,
the price.
there's also
It's not the
there's
time.
there's also a very small little problem, right? There's a Steam Deck exist.
Yeah, yeah,
How much
Steam
is
Deck
the
as
Steam
well.
Deck?
That
How
went up
much
as
is the
well.
Steam Deck right now?
No, the Steam Deck went up as well. The Steam Deck
Yeah,
is
but
now.
how much is it?
I'll tell you right now.
Is
The
it like
Steam Deck
seven
right
hundred,
now
a thousand?
is wow,
Okay, one. Yeah,
basically
but
800 for the 512 and 1,000
so
basically. I
but
because of the taxes and fees.
and the
This
Steam Deck is like barely worse than this console. So it's
right.
like right. So what's happening here again?
I mean,
Five
yeah, this
five
is a good entry. This is a good entrance, but also
and
the
also
Steam Deck is now outdated. It's kind
right,
of
motherfucker.
outdated.
Remember when it was released? How much this Steam Deck was? 400, 500,
Yeah, yeah. For you could have
300,
gotten the LCD version for 450,
450, and
and
you're
then
releasing
the
this
OLED
box
the OLED was 650.
and you're releasing this box right now for fucking almost 1,100. That
Yeah,
is comparable to whatever this thing was like fucking 500, bro. That is the more you look, the worse it gets, bro.
it's bad. It's really bad, and I will not.
Uh,
My final word: I will not recommend this thing for a console player. I will tell him get a
yeah, I mean that.
PC or stay with your current device, man. Just stay there and just play. This is not the time. Maybe in a year or two, maybe if everything goes down back to, I don't think it's gonna go back to how the prices used to be, but at least close to those prices. Maybe you can come and get in here with the Steam Machine Part Two.
Nah, part two, part three, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Part Two,
but
Part Three. Or if I don't think Valve is gonna give up. I think Valve is just gonna not make a lot of these,
uh,
and then eventually move on to another one and make it
they're just
better, because that's what
they're just
everybody's bitching about, is
they're
how
just gonna
okay,
focus on Steam Deck, bro.
yeah, or just focus on the next Steam Deck 2, and just make that powerful, and just this thing is gonna have to go down like a motherfucker, like it's just gonna have to really go down. But yeah, that's my thoughts when it comes to pricing the Steam Deck, the Steam Machine, uh games in general. It's getting ridiculous, and you guys could do
Thanks to
whatever you want with your
Israel.
you guys could do whatever you want with your money, but at the end of the day, if you have a PlayStation, stay with the PlayStation. If you have an Xbox, stay with the Xbox. Don't sell anything. If you have controllers lying around, use those controllers. Controllers are going up as well. Games are going up as well. RAM is still an issue. Memory is memory still is memory up still, or is it going
Yep,
back down?
yep.
Yep. So there you go. Like memory, even our cell phones are are pretty much this more than this. Of course, our cell phones. We're looking at our cell phones pretty much here. Not that everybody pays it right away. People put it on a payment plan, but still, it's getting ridiculous. Just really do your research. Um, Play where you're mostly comfortable at, and I recommend, if you want to go into gaming, get a pre-build, um like V
From
said,
Walmart.
from either from Walmart, Costco, or check out Facebook Marketplace, man. People be selling their PCs, all the time. So maybe you might catch a break and get a good PC for a cheap.
or, or catch a bullet. It depends.
um yeah, man.
It's
Well,
just for that.
funny story. My first Steam Deck was from Facebook Marketplace. That's where I first got it, and it was hard to find at that time too. So, and I got it
Uh,
flat, 600 flat. So yeah,
Good gamer.
now I have basically this one right here, but I didn't pay that price. I paid 600. So yeah,
Damn.
it's crazy. Just let us know, guys, down in the comment below what you think. What are your thoughts on the pricing of everything? Don't forget to like the video, guys. You watch the
Don't
videos,
forget.
and it really helps out our channel to grow. So just give a quick
No, it
like.
doesn't.
Yes, it does. Actually, it really, really does.
Actually,
Yeah. So and just let's talk down below. Let's see what you guys have to say. And until the next one, guys. This is Raf 204 with,
they
and we out of here.